Hi, I'm Joanna Romero, and this is Tabit. We are reinventing learning, playing, and enjoying music. Tabit is an app that will be able to listen to a song, identify it, and pull out a 100% accurate guitar or bass tab, allowing the musician to learn, play, and enjoy the song. Our team is Neil, Michelle, and Daniel. And today we're talking about resources, activities, and the cost testing hypothesis that we had done. Our business model canvas has stayed the same pretty much throughout our entire team weeks. And during this week, we have tested several hypotheses, which most of them have stayed the same. But let's go over, here's what we have thought so far. So, some of the hypotheses that we have tested this week has been that Tabit does not need an office space to be able to operate. The operations can be completely done remotely. That Tabit will be able to operate with an initial 18 members that constitute 2 software developers, someone in marketing, business development, and HR, legal, operations, and in communications. That Tablet would be able to invest in a pre-built off-the-shelf app interface instead of building one from scratch. And that Tablet will be able to need to leverage key partners in order to access music publishing rights. Other things that we also tested during this week was that Tablet will be able to pay monthly salaries to our employees, and subsequently the owners and executive teams will be paid last net 30 from partners. Also, that Tabit investment will cover app development, employee salaries, marketing, licensing fees, operating costs like internet, laptops, and phone plans. Tabit is estimating that it will need to raise an initial $250,000 in order to use for app templates, buy music publishing rights, software development of the app, and legal resources. And lastly, that Tabit will break even at around 6 months based on the $200,000 initial investment. So what did we do this week as part of the experimental hypothesis? We expanded our guru set to offset not utilizing customers this week. We believe that based on what we were looking for and the hypothesis that we were wanting to test, the relevant information was more geared towards the gurus and not customers. We received feedback from nearly 10 gurus this week, which was helping a lot in rounding up the data sets and keep us on track. Due to the different backgrounds within our guru pools, the resources were pretty wide range collectively, and the feedback was pretty much aligned with our hypothesis, even though there were a few hypotheses that we ended up having to reassess, and in some cases caused us to have to pivot from our original assumptions. But overall, we had another great week of feedback from our gurus. As mentioned, the results, most of our hypotheses were confirmed. This week, the hypothesis and guru questions were developed in a realistic expectations, and our main focus is trying to have an operating as lean as possible. And how could we make that as strategically as possible? So looking at what hypotheses were the ones that we needed to further consider, where these were the ones. The first one was that Tabit should invest in a pre-built off-the-shelf app interface versus building one from scratch. And this one was our biggest surprise because 75% to 25% split was whether we should build an app template or build one from scratch. This pivot will impact greatly our initial starting costs, which based on the feedback was very low. So we're actually considering just to start with purchasing the app template, even though there was a big surprise indicating something differently. Another thing is that Tabit will need to raise $250,000 initially to buy an app template, buy the music publishing rights, software development, etc. But based on the feedback, we feel we need to dive deeper into the cost on app development and music publishing rights and get a little bit more information on that. The next one was the Tabit's break-even point. Based on the $250,000 initial investment will be 6 months, but based on survey responses, the break-even point has pivoted to 1 year. So what is next? In the next phase, we need to leverage our networks to get more insight from new gurus within the music industry to allow us to obtain more accurate costs to properly complete our business plan. And next week, Tabit's team will present our business ideas as we move forward to the next stage of our journey to making this innovation a reality. And we look forward to your input. Have a wonderful evening and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.